Hi, I'm Mark Camoccio from Mart TV, and I've got here an example of, I think we've shown a version of this rifle before, but this is the Air Arms S510R Ultimate Sporter, and this one is in black soft touch, which is quite a radical stock, and it really looks the part. Feels a completely different animal to the other version. You can get this in walnut with just the cheek piece in soft touch, or all laminate. But this is it's actually coated wood, and then it's a sort of soft rubber, very thin rubbery type skin that applied over it. The end result is a lovely feeling gun. You've sort of got natural grip. Obviously you've got added checkering, but yeah, it's impressive. So starting at the front, you've got the Q-Tech silencer, which is quite technical in itself from Air Arms. Specialist bit of kit done for, and it's caliber specific as well. So it's not gonna, it's gonna be even more effective. Then you've got a full length shrouded barrel that actually vents at the back. The usual valve cover here, main air cylinder, and then obviously the unique to the well, not unique now, but it's the very nice side lever for the mechanism, which obviously is nice, very precise. This is a magazine fed system, so you've got a 10-shot mag in it. We'll show you the magazine in detail. We'll see all that going later. The two-stage trigger here, which they're not full match units, but I'd say they're semi-match, and they're proper two-stage in that the sears begin to move on the first stage, so it's not a pseudo system, but yeah, it's a very nice trigger, capable of pretty light settings. Then moving back, obviously you've got all the features on the stock. So you've got there's actually a thumb shelf at the back of the grip, which if you do the old hand up, I do favour that. You can the thumb just gently nestles in there, and it really does add another dimension to the grip. Nicely applied, sort of more stippling here, all laser done to the front and fore end as well. Moving back, adjustable cheek piece and adjustable butt pad, and if you note there, you've even got sling swivel studs put in as standard. So it's aimed primarily at the hunter, but again, performance of these is so good, there's plenty of crossover. You could use this as a sort of one gun fits all and do a bit of HFT with it along the way. But yeah, very nice. So let's look at those features in more detail. I mean, it's worth mentioning, it's no small thing that Air Arms have actually been voted Air Gun of the Year in 2021 with this. I believe that was at the shooting show, British shooting show. And I think they've had it before with another model or the same model, but yeah, it's one hell of an accolade. But it's the quality of these that you can see why. So again, back to the front. So it is the Q-Tech system here, the silencer. Slightly irritating is it's a dedicated silencer in the way it fits onto the shroud, so you can't just interchange on a thread. But it's all very nice, and it works so well. Why would you want to change? But moving back to here, you've got the standard T-bar, I always call it, the T-bar valve, the safest on the market, because you put your airline over, and then it literally locks via the inlet on the end cup of the adapter. So you lock your airline on, it can't possibly come off during mid-charge, which is not nice. So yeah, all very nice and precise. Moving back, as I say, we've got, I mentioned the fact that it vents. You can see the vents on the back. So a lot of the the actual report and discharge does come out the back as well. So the combination of that and the silencer is pretty damn quiet. I'll just move that over. You can see the standard Air Arms magazine is in there. We're going to show you that in detail outside, so we'll come back to that. Now in here, a bit of a negative with these is it's a negative on a few Air Arms because they're using the same system, but it's the safety catch is actually in the blade, and of course that can't be a safe place to put a safety catch. Obviously they'll eventually get rid of it, I'm sure, but yeah, it's a downside. Again, it's a manual system, so you don't have to use it. So I would just say it's probably safer to avoid it and don't hold on to shots. But yeah, that's a minor negative. And now on here, as I say, you've got the brilliant features, which is adjustable cheek piece, or the comb on there, and you can see there's a socket head where you can just put that in and then slacken off the bolt, and then the comb will literally raise or lower, and you can set your scope eye scope alignment. And just to be able to do that, and in conjunction with an adjustable butt pad, so you put a little sort of Phillips crosshead style screwdriver in there, and again that will slide up and down, and it's the combination of all of that means that you get a perfect eye scope relationship. And if anyone is experienced in shooting, will know that's halfway to getting consistency and good accuracy. One final point with these before we go outside is the fact, obviously, it's S510R. The R stands for regulated, which is significant. Obviously, it's a key point with these. You can have a non-regulated version, but the regulators now, Air Arms have really come to the fore with all their field target experience, and the latest version of the regulators is very consistent. And on test, you can expect, I think they recommend 90 shots in 177, 120 in 2.2. On test, I've had this 177 version did 110 shots with 15 feet per second variation. Well, people can tell you what they're like. You'll be very hard pressed to detect any difference in trajectory with that. That's superb accuracy, superb consistency, and of course, it's consistency always helps accuracy. So, yeah, very impressive. So that's the S510R Ultimate Sporter in black soft touch. Right, so we're here with the Ultimate Sporter R outside, and let's just see the magazine system. Now this is the sort of standard Air Arms accepted mag that's been used for a few years now, but very reliable, nicely simple, so refreshingly simple. So you've got your drum there, you can turn that in either direction to load your pellet as you go. If you think you missed one or there's a mistake, you just turn it round. So it's sprung, but you're not limited to one direction, and you can just take it out, see exactly where you are, and snap it back in at any time. So assuming we filled that, as I have pretty well, now you'll pull back the little side lever. You'll hear that cock, it sets the trigger and hammer. Now we'll drop that push that into the slot, square side against the side plate. Snap that in, close your lever, and you're away. I'll just fire that off. Obviously, it may have looked a bit more awkward because we're just trying to show the best aspects of this, but obviously if you're sitting at a bench, you're shooting normally, it's all totally in situ. So I'll just show you that now. It really is a very, very smooth mechanism, and the effort required to pull the lever back is minimal. That's just taking it back there. Tiniest extra pull and you've cocked it. Very little effort. You then index the next pellet, close your lever, and you're ready to go. But yeah, it's a very reliable system. So yeah, highly recommended. The Air Arms Ultimate Sporter are regulated, and obviously this is in the rather lovely black soft touch.